So I just watched your video you
see
did
it?
with the boys for the tour.
Yeah.
No, it's really fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I think the idea of the video is just the fun. It's just these guys.
Can't we just have a little fun?
Yeah. Some tours are, and luckily I've been on a lot of tours with Randy Houser, and last year with Cole and John Party, and this year with Brothers and LANCO, where it's I made those phone calls, I initiated those conversations because it sounds like fun, man. And you get to be at a certain point in your career where you're just like, that's really important. More important than, and it's obviously you're going for the fun, but you're also going for the thing where they're releasing new music, hopefully, and the new music's good, hopefully, and it's gonna be one of those things where 1 + 1 = 3, and it's gonna be an awesome tour, and that's luck, and that's part doing some research, part just luck, but really it's like, who's gonna be fun to spend the whole summer with on the road, and we got lucky.
So this video that you made, it looked like daylight when we started, but then it looked like nighttime.
We were out there for about 6 hours.
When they found the Rasta guy that looked like you.
Billy Bob Marley, yeah.
Billy Bob Marley.
That's just a testament to those guys that they were like, yeah, cool, man. I got the whole day to shoot it. So we got out there around 3 or 4, and we stayed till 7, and just shot that, and just it's a testament to their level of commitment for the tour that they're in for something like that.
I don't think that's what it's a testament to.
You don't think so?
No, I think it's a testament to nonsense, and I'm just going to take a wild guess and say there was alcohol involved.
Of course, yeah, man. Free booze, I'll be there. Sort of those guys involved. There's definitely some alcohol involved.
Have you done anything like? I think the last time we toured was with Miranda. Maybe
I just saw a picture in the the restroom.
Yeah,
so fun. That hat, I'm wearing your hat. That's such a good hat. That black felt. Who makes that? I need one. Because I go on stage before the opener and do a little bluegrass thing every night. The crowd doesn't know about it. They might know about it now that we're talking about it, but I kind of go in disguise, and we do like 10 minutes of bluegrass. We do like Marshall Tucker, and we do some 90s country all mixed together in bluegrass form. Crowd doesn't know. I usually have like on a mullet and blue blockers, but it's really fun. But that hat would be a nice piece of the whole get up.
The cowboy hat?
Yeah, the black one. Who makes that? It's bent well. It's like your hats, man. Your hats are shaped well.
You want a hat? I'll give you a hat.
Yeah, 7 1/4.
I got that. We're the same size hat.
Are you 7 1/4?
Yeah. I used to have a hat in here in case somebody came in and wanted cowboy kicks,
Yeah.
But no, I'll make sure you get a hat.
I'll rock that on stage this year.
Good.
And you need to come back out. That was so fun. That tour, you came out with Miranda for a couple of dates, and we had so much fun, man.
I'll at least come
that'd be really fun to do that again.
That's going to be a good tour.
Yeah, that'd be fun to do that for real.
Have you got a what do you call what was our Neon Moon Saloon, I think?
We call ours Whiskey Row.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a couple bars called Whiskey Row around the country, and just opened one here in Nashville. And so we have a little backstage bar called Whiskey Row.
So I remember when you opened your first bar in Phoenix.
Yeah.
And you were like, I don't know, it's just, I've got a friend who's
you remember that,
doing my name, and we got taps at the tables and stuff. It's cool, but you were like, I don't know, this is just, I'm not sure. Yeah. Now you're like in the bar business, though. This is working, huh?
Yeah, we got 4 of them, and they're fun, man. The place the building here that I got is on the corner of 4th and Broadway, where old Green Guitar building used to be. It's a really special building, and so we put one in there. It took 2 years to get it going, but we had a little grand opening the other night, and got up there and just LANCO, Brothers, Kelsey, and Lauren Elena, and Thomas Red. Everyone got up to sing songs, and it was really fun. It's nice to have a bar down there because I don't know about doing it anywhere else. I'm pretty selective on make sure that it's the right location, but I love Lower Broadway. Got my start really playing those bars, and I was listening first and foremost, going down there and hearing bands like BR 549 play and Jamie Hartford Band. I just love that part of town. It's such a special part, a unique part of Nashville. I mean, even more so now with the way Music Row's kind of fallen off the map. It's like that is the heart and soul of the pulse of Nashville's down there, and there's nowhere else like it. Austin, Texas, has a great scene too, but that is such a small area. I mean, you're talking from 5th to 2nd.
Austin's not a wad anymore like 6th Street used to be.
Yeah, it's not.
It used to be kind of like that, where you just stumble next door to next door to next door.
Yeah, it's not. No, it's kind of like Music Row. You got
to go find them.
Yeah. Now but Lower Broadway is such a condensed spot. Gosh, it's for my guys from Phoenix that came out here and was working on this place for Whiskey Row. I think they're just shocked. There's live music all the time in every building on multiple levels.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable how much music's played down there.
What kills me when I got to town, it's like I'd go from bar to bar, and then you'd have to skip a couple of porn stores, you know, or whatever to get to the next one.
I know a couple of peep shows.
But,
oh my God.
yeah, but you know, I would just remember walking in Tootsie's because I was so excited. Now this is several semesters ago.
Yeah.
But and there was, you know, some guy up there and his guitar is so out of tune, you know, and it was just like I'm thinking the guy at the airport sings so much better than this now.
Yeah.
And you go into Tootsie's stage, like you say, you're on, and this
competition
I'm
down
like,
there now.
Holy cow, these guys are great.
The competition.
there.
People think, oh, let's go to Nashville and get a gig playing somewhere. I mean, good luck getting the 10 to 2 spot. I mean, in the morning.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Those guys and girls down there are not messing around. It's the competition's getting. That competition's getting younger.
So you got kind of fired up at Telluride. It sounds like
You been out there all, or?
Inspired. I have never been to Telluride, and I've I know Ty and Jewel, and I got buddies. Had a friend of mine with a restaurant there,
Jewel has a spot there. They had a spot there. Yeah,
they got separate spots now.
Yeah, separate spots now. Like the studio I recorded in was I think one of the biggest things they'd done was Jewel did a reading of her book. So she just sitting on a stool reading a book, making an audio tape. We came in there with 18 people and transformed this place, which is already a good studio, but really made it the rock and roll country studio that it needed to be for the album. But I was out there doing the Bluegrass Festival. I played on Thursday night and with the guys from the Del McCurry Band backing me up, and Sam Bush and Tim O'Brien and Jerry Douglas and Chris Steele, all these guys came up and joined me.
Couldn't find any players.
Couldn't find any pickers.
Y'all just banged through it.
It was
everybody's cording.
Yeah. It's funny there. There's no phones out. Everyone's just like present in the moment. So there's not a whole lot of footage of this thing. But it was one of the greatest nights of my life. Anyway, that night I played with those guys. I was just so inspired by being out there. I've been out there a bunch, but something about that trip just was like, man, there's something we need to pull out of these mountains. So I went back there a couple months later with Ross Copperman and John Knight and Ashley Gorley and Natalie Hemby and Luke Dick and John Randall. And we just wrote about 15 songs, and then I came back to Nashville and wrote a lot more here. And I went back out there to that studio on this mesa in the San Juan Mountains up there and recorded for like 5 days, and that was that's it. I'm still working on it now, kind of finishing out the pieces here in town. But I tried singing out there. That was hard to sing at 10,000 feet.
That was my next question.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, we'll just do everything here. And I started singing. And I was like, maybe there's a reason why people don't sing at 10,000 feet. We need to go to Key West. But I'm just doing the singing at different studios around here in Nashville.
So were you skiing out there?
When we were out there, there was...
That's a pretty tough mountain from what I've heard.
Yeah, we were out there just working, but I went out there... I was out there recently with the family, and there hadn't been a lot of snow, but got the kids skiing a little bit. It was pretty cool.
I think it's really cool, and obviously you've been into the bluegrass thing for a long time, and you did that whole bluegrass run, what was that, 7 years ago?
7 years ago,
yeah. But I can remember, and we might have talked about this, but Earl Scruggs befriended me for some reason.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah. And it was just so weird going to his house. He had these birthday parties every year.
Yeah, the picking parties. I've been to one of those before.
But, I'm sitting there with the guitar, and, I can bang out rolling in my sweet baby's arms or this or that. But it's like, there's Vince and Ricky Skaggs and Jerry Douglas, all the guys you're talking about that, just noodle. My brain can't even keep up, much less my fingers.
Yeah.
It's so intimidating, but you seem to be so comfortable.
Well, that's because they make you feel so comfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, like, they're just, that community of people are so nice. The best compliment I've ever had in my entire life, the nicest things ever been said to me, Jerry Douglas, we were texting back and forth about something where I was saying the same thing, like, oh man, to be on stage with you guys is just like, I should not be up there, And he wrote back, "You're one of us." I was like, that is like, whether it means it or not. Whether it means it, I don't know, but that just meant so much to me. And I love those guys. I played with Ricky on the Opry Friday night, and Sharon White, we did a song together, and just like, love those guys. And what's great if you're a bluegrass fan is that whole generation's still amongst us, and they're alive and well, and they're kicking, they're still rocking. I mean, you look at that generation of bluegrassers from Del McCurry, a lot of the second generation guys and down, like they're amongst us right now, which is so great, because in the country, we're losing a lot of our heroes. I mean,
for them, I'm sure it's the same way.
They probably feel the same way.
Think about it,
yeah.
They come, of course, a little bit different, their world than this country mainstream world is they start when they're 2.
Yeah.
You go to those picking festivals and stuff, and those kids that are like 6 years old just wearing it out already.
Yeah, they have these all-star bands. It's just like, oh my gosh. And you see those players now in different places, and it's like, but you see them all together when they're going to these bluegrass festivals. They all kind of start together, and they're all playing together. And it's just wild how good they are. But the community is so welcoming, and that's really what I credit just how I got into country was that community took me in, and they love bluegrass music, but they love Merle Haggard too, and they love Johnny Cash, and they love George Jones, and they play all those songs just for the right reasons because they just love sitting around and playing them. And
well, that was my next question, because I think about, and it was so weird. I was supposed to do this little show where I asked them, how many people were going to be there or whatever. I was actually outside of San Francisco, and said, well, it'd be like 50 or 60 people. I go, oh, cool. Yes. They said, well, do you want us to put a band together for you? I go, oh, no. I mean, I'll just do a solo thing. It'll be cool. And, well, I get there, and, I mean, I can't get a credit card through these people. It's like,
wow.
There's like 400 people, and they're rocking, and they're partying hard. And I'm like, holy cow. So I go backstage, and I'm tuning my guitar going, okay, scrap that. We'll do Hey Good Looking instead. And I walk out, and there's this guy on the stage. He's got his back to me, and he's over there tuning a fiddle. And I'm like, okay, who's this? I went, hey man, how's it going? Turns around, it was Mark O'Connor.
Oh my gosh.
And I went, he goes, hey man, he goes, I was just here, and will you mind if I sit in with you? I go, oh no, my deal just got a lot better,
Exactly. Oh man, that's
and
great.
So we started playing.
I bet you all blew their minds.
Oh, I started playing a little rag thing or something, and I looked down, and Zach Brown's standing on the front of the stage. He goes, hey man, he's got his guitar. I go, hey man, come on. He goes, you mind if my bass player sits in? I go, oh no,
gosh, getting better all the time.
There was a set of drums up there. Some drummer guy gets in, and there you go.
That's awesome. That is the spirit. And Zach's got that spirit for sure. It's like community and band and picking together and getting back to what really matters. It was really fun, doing that. That's so cool, jamming like that.
I think there's been a time though where there was this thing, and your new single, when I saw Woman Amen, I'm like, okay, I look at a title as a writer, I go, okay, how's that approach? And then I've read your stuff. I know you've been in Telluride with Bluegrass guys. I'm like, okay, is this Go Rest High on That Mountain, or what's, Yeah. And then, but it's rocking, and it's got, it's good. It's the message is there, what I thought it would be, but the song wasn't what I expected.
Oh, cool.
But I think there was a time when a lot of bluegrass guys maybe didn't so much appreciate where mainstream country had gone, and there was...
Yeah, there's some guys like that, but the guys that are really good... I've been saying this since I first moved to town, the Del McCurry band. Your listeners may or may not be familiar with who they are, but it's just a great bluegrass band, but they do a lot of singing around one mic. I learned a lot from them musically, but what I took away from them more than anything else was they're always smiling. They're always smiling, and they never talk crap about anybody. You never see them bagging on anybody, because they don't care. They really don't. All they're interested in is playing their music. Their only competition is themselves and their instrument, and how do they do their thing better. And it's like the gratitude. When you sing, Del is just the happiest guy in the room. I took Keith Urban and Nicole out to see them play at Station Inn. And he was just, Del's 75, and I mean, Nicole was just smitten. He was just, he's just this charisma to him. I don't know how to describe Del, but the guys that could complain about aren't the ones I would pay attention to. It's the people that just aren't, that love music and aren't playing that whole Nashville kind of thing.
Isn't the whole world kind of that way?
I don't have any time for that. People, there's some heroes of mine. I hear them get bitter about something. It's like, dude, you made a lot of money in this town trying to do something different, and now that you've been established and you're a legend, you're gonna talk bad about another artist like trying to do their own thing to be successful. How do you get off on that? It's like nobody's made it in country music that hasn't tried to do something different. So to bag on somebody because they're doing a sound that you don't think is country, when Merle Haggard and Johnny Cash would never have called themselves just a country artist. They had saxophones and trumpets in their music, and it's like that whole thing really rubs me the wrong way. Everyone's just trying to make music and do the best they can, and you should just spend less time focusing on them and focus on your own craft and how you can like do your thing better.
And don't the fans decide ultimately anyway?
I think so. I mean, Vince said it one time.
Do.
Music's either good or bad. How do you? Yeah. You shouldn't be categorizing it in any different way. And I don't know.
Joy or not.
Yeah, exactly. You bringing people joy.
Just do our thing, man.
Do your thing, man.
Spread the joy.
I think you in particular. Well, there's positives too. There's great tools to be used, but it's nice to be able to make your music in a little bit of a vacuum, where you can just go in there and do it, and then put it out, and not have to be constantly like micromanaged by little bits and pieces. And now to do that, that's why I went to Telluride. That's why I went to. Just got to get away from that whole grinding machine that's out there.
Good job, man.
Thanks, buddy. It's always too short. You know,
good to see. I know.
My favorite.
Love to cast.
Once every 2 years, we're gonna hang out.
I know. At least we got that.
I know.